Hello, what you doing?
I don't know, mate.
Oh, she's hilarious. I don't know. What the fuckity fuck do I know?
What do you say?
What the fuck do I know?
What?
A couple of what the fucks.
Welcome, friends and fam, to What the Fuck Do I Know? With your host, Sarah Ford and Nathaniel Rolf. Today we ask, what the fuck do I know?
What?
What the fuck do we know?
What?
And please do tell, what the fuck do you know?
What?
Thank you for joining us as we explore... Wait, what are we exploring?
I don't know.
I don't know, what are we exploring?
Even we don't know.
What?
What?
Dude, I have to repeat myself again. What? I'm like, it's all right. And then I notice I have to check myself, and I'm like, okay. I like questions. It's okay. It's okay. Questions are good. Breathe. So no problem.
You are the question master.
All right. God, excuse me. So here we are again.
Here we are.
To what?
What the F do you know?
Where exactly are we? How are we here? What is here? When is what? Where? Okay, so anyway, here we are. I guess so. This is our third.
It seems I watched the last one like this, and all I was doing was laughing, which isn't a bad thing. And like I was just laughing, but I mean, I like to laugh, so hey.
I'm hung
What do
up
you
on
think
when
about
you say you watched the last one. I'm jumping in between
The pilot.
timelines.
I haven't watched the last
Our
one.
timelines are all over. We're timeline shifting, jumping all over the place because really this is our third episode. So when you
Yeah.
say you watched the last one,
No.
I haven't even finished editing the last one yet. So like, you mean the pilot? So that would be the first one.
The pilot, yeah, sorry.
So this is fun. This is exploring the timelines here. So best day ever.
Best day ever.
Best day ever. So I'm going to ask, do you have a best day ever moment that you'd like to share?
I do. So I'm in England. Notoriously bad weather. We have had the sunshine. It's not just the best day ever. It's the best couple of months ever. It's been so sunny, so beautiful. Like it's like June, July weather here now. It's glorious. Yay! Best day ever.
Super fun.
What have you got?
Best day ever. Best day ever. So that's awesome. So my story of best day ever is I'm just so excited to grill today, and I'm going to also tell you that I'm super excited to eat more potato salad today because I'm grilling. And best day ever, like my best day ever is not even. I guess it's also like a looking forward to.
Yeah,
moment
it's not even
of
happened
life,
yet.
but also a reflection. This is my best day ever moment is a reflection on myself and my past, as well as a looking forward to. Because last night I bought 2 containers of I'm having a grilling, inviting some family over. My sister said she's actually going to buy the potato salad for our grilling. I was at a store. I couldn't help it. I saw some amazing looking potato salad. I bought 2 containers of potato salad, even though my sister said she's going to buy potato salad. Last night, I'm thinking about that potato salad I bought. Like, I've never had that. I'm really curious what that potato salad tastes like. I broke into the container last night, and it is so good. It was really good. So now my best day ever is now looking forward to the angels are speaking. I hear angels. I hear angels.
Oh my god! Angels are humming.
I hear angels.
The angels have disappeared, and I apologise for that.
I think they don't want me to talk about potato salad. Maybe they are trying to interrupt because they don't want me to talk about.
Do you think it's a
grilling potato
sign?
Salad. I think it's either what it's a sign of how amazing the day is, or it could be them trying to shut down my amazing day, or it could be, I don't know. I need some synchronicities to tell me. Please. I need a synchronicity to show up and show me what this actually means. I don't know what it means, Sarah.
Didn't you already have a sign?
The sign is I'm just here and I'm happy to be here.
We don't need a sign. We don't need a sign.
That's my sign. My sign is I'm just here. I'm happy to be here. Happy to, continue to have fun being here. Loving the human experience, chair dance.
Loving the human experience.
So, here we are. Third episode. Best day ever stories. That's fun. Woot woot. Best day ever. And,
Angels.
the angels just spoke.
They spoke to us in tongues.
I'm going to do a mic drop with spirit.
Now we're doing the dart of
Mic
destiny.
drop. Does that mean we're done? Mic drop. Angels spoke. Mic drop. We're done. That was a great episode. The angels spoke. I'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
This is the moment where I get to take a sip of my best day ever coffee. Okay, so here we go. Let's get to it. Let's see. Shall we find out what
The dart of destiny is going to say.
Dart of Destiny, Spirit.
Hang on. The spirit dart, not dart of
So,
destiny.
anyone who has watched the last episode may notice that the board. I never know how to point. Okay. The board basically looks the same as it did last time, except missing that one. It's funny. I can't even like that. I want to get it in that one. That's really difficult. This is really difficult to do. That one spot of the subject from last time that we talked about, that we discussed. The production team's behind this week. They have not updated the board yet.
It's fine. There's loads more on there. We got enough to go on with.
They're doing their best. Production team's doing their best.
This
really
might be a good time to ask if any of our viewers, if they have a question they want us to discuss, they can message below or.
Yes, please comment and anywhere you can possibly find a comment on wherever you're watching this, or wherever you see us anywhere else on in these dimensional.
Whatever date it is the perfect date for you to be watching this.
And any topics that you'd be interested in seeing a discussion or even participating in discussion of, because if you would like to join for a discussion, we're inviting others to join in conversations as well to discuss whatever
he's doing with his hand right now. Yeah.
Yes. So here we go. I'm going to ask Spirit. I'm going to be real. It's a chill Sunday for me. I'm in Sunday mode today. So I'm going to ask Spirit, we're going to just please work with me on this. I'm going to do this I'm not standing up this time. I'm just going to see what happens.
Okay.
While sitting down from my chair, because I'm in Sunday chill mode right now.
It would be more fun, although I know you don't want to, because you don't want to ruin the wall, to just do it from behind.
It would be. I don't know if I can throw it hard enough to stick to the board. I need to have some.
Or have it
There are some physics involved in this, where it needs enough momentum to actually poke in deep enough into the cork to stick. I don't know that I'd be able to. That'd be a whole other.
You can't even point at it from where you are, so let alone throw it over your head.
I do love that idea, though.
Blindfold.
Discuss that with the production team.
We discuss that at a later date.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Right, so,
Dart of Destiny.
Put on the dial tone. Dial tone is charted. Spirit, here we go. What shall we discuss today?
You said if you want, I understand.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm going to close. I always do close my eyes. And hopefully I just close my wall. And discuss.
Oh!
Hit something. Okay.
Wow.
I'll be right back. Oh! Woo!
Oh, I'm worried.
It's so fun. This is a perfect chill Sunday conversation. Why the 80s was the coolest time to grow up. Discuss.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to let the camera focus. Yeah. Why the 80s was the coolest time to grow up. Discuss. So here, we kind of did touch, we started to go into this a little bit.
Yeah.
On the pilot, because we have this habit of mentioning a subject for discuss and then starting to dip into the discussion and then realizing, oh, wait. We haven't been told to discuss it yet, but here we are. So, I consider myself, I guess, Gen X, right? So 80s, for me, like I wasn't necessarily. I consider like my high school years are in my 90s.
Yeah.
So I didn't really like, but like, dude, like, I was so like, because I was so like 90s grunge type music was one of my passions. You know, like more of the rock, the grunge. Of course, I love all music, but that's the stuff that I was really energetically vibed with me in that like angst type feel. That because I was in so much angst in my 90s, I had this kind of like 80s are too happy and fluffy. What the hell with the 80s being so darn happy?
Yeah.
Hair bands.
So what was making me ask this question really was it actually brilliant growing up in the 80s, which I fully was in the 80s, or is it just like some romantic nostalgia thing? Like, does everyone, every age, have a fond feeling of growing up in the 60s or the 50s or whatever, or the 70s, or was it actually really fun in the 80s? Because I think it was. It was nice. And the 90s.
It was definitely. I guess there's more. It feels. All I can think is fluffier. It felt fluffy. Does that apply?
It was so fluffy, and my cats just come in hence
Oh,
with the fluffiness.
speaking of Fluffy just entered the room.
It was wonderful. Like, I just think it was wonderful. Like, we were free. Like, my parents didn't know where the heck I was, and there was like all this cool music, and like we were heavily influenced from America, so I was really into all this American stuff and all the singers and the fashion and the curly hair and the hula hoop in the ears, and like we would like all the movies were the best, like E.T. and all of that, although I did cry, and like I don't know, I just think it was wonderful. Like I remember when videos came out, and like we would go to our local shop and get the latest video, and on my 16th birthday I had my friends round and we went to the shop and got Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and it was fantastic. Like, that's still one of my favourite movies. I don't know, does every era have their own sort of romantic notion of growing up then, or maybe not in the 40s? I don't know.
Well, it totally feels that way. I mean, like, yeah, I remember growing up and being like, classic rock. What was classic rock growing up? And I think I saw, now classic rock for me when I was growing up was like 50s, 60s. Like and with my parents or my whatever, they'd want to, like, I would sometimes go to like a thing that would be like a car show where there's like all these classic rock 50s, 60s music as their nostalgia thing. Like look at old vehicles and listen to the music of the 50s, 60s. And it was, but then I'd be like, I'm not really feeling this. This isn't really that, whatever. And now what's classic rock? When you go to even the same radio station that's considered the classic rock station, the music has completely changed to music I listened to when I was young. And I guess it's funny because it's fun to play with this in the context of like, okay, everything's happening now. Everything's in the present. What is the past? What are memories? And we're constantly in this, like, let go of your past, let go of your past, let go of your past. Are we kind of? That's a big. Let go of your past. Let go of the past. Be in the present. Be in the present. Be in the present. But it's also fun that, like, isn't for me. I question, like, since our memories, because it's so often that let go of the past is like packaged in the past, the trauma. Let go of that traumatic past. Let go of that. I don't know. Let go of what sucked. Yeah. Dial tone's still on. Okay. So, but not all of it sucked. Not everything sucked. Yeah, sure. There's things that we all have. I mean, there's things. We all have challenges in our lives that sucked and felt like they sucked, and then we have also periods during those same times that were like, oh, isn't that beautiful? It was so beautiful and fun. But, like, I guess I'm going to go, like, let go of all that. Let go? What are we letting go of?
Yeah, because, like, when I look back, it was all, see, this is why I'm wondering, have I glossed it over? Have I glossed over the stuff that wasn't so good? So my cat's being silly, and I'm just remembering, but I love remembering the good times. It was amazing. The freedom I had, because like I was just a kid and I even went to Paris for a whole week and no one knew. That's how free I was. They only found out because my college phoned my parents to say, where have you been?
That blows my mind.
It was fantastic. Well, I told my family that I was at my friend's house, like a street away, but I was in Paris. Oh, it was fun. Oh, my animals are playing tricks on me here. Just gonna have to let them out. Come on,
Muffy.
come on. Do you want to go? Come on then. They all come in here when I'm doing these things. They know there's fun things going on, I think. Okay. Like the 80s, don't you think the 80s movies were like spectacular? Like they weren't as polished as today's stuff, but they were like so cool. Like the Goonies. Was that the 80s or the 90s?
I'm pretty sure that was the 80s. Yeah, Goonies.
Like they were, I don't know, I've just got this like, I don't know whether it was fantastic back then. Like I was too young to really worry about money or like what was happening with the presidents and the news and, you know, or what was happening in my land. I just knew I was having a fun time with my friends and there was no phones. No one was like messaging me horrible things because they couldn't, because we didn't have mobiles. Like when I got home from school, I would be playing again. Oh, I don't know, I would do my homework because I loved doing homework because I was studious. But yeah, I don't know, I just loved it. And like I was at college in the early 90s, so I was really into Kurt Cobain and like I was grunge. Oh my god, I looked fantastic. I had like the hair, everything, you know, like you do. I don't know, it's just like, it just seemed freer.
So it's fascinating to me because I'm thinking about this too. Like I'm all about let's think about memories and like it's best day ever, but also best memories ever. Like because they're really that's a good element of it. Like it's like, and I do feel like all of this, as soon as even though it's a memory, this is where my mind goes. Like if it's, even though it's a memory, as we think about, explore that memory, we're bringing that memory into our present. Like here we are right now. Like the 80s, we're talking about the 80s like it's the past, but the feelings that we're feeling and processing and noticing, feeling the joy of that feeling of those memories in this now that we are in. So like, I guess I'll be honest, I've gone through periods where I was like, I'm just going to erase all that old everything and just start like, I don't know. Yeah. There's periods where I'm just like, I've literally just given everything away to like thrift stores and like.
If you've got traumatic things that happen to you, then and it would be difficult, and you wouldn't necessarily look back and like I am, because I had a fabulous childhood, you know.
Yeah.
So it was all fun for me. But I mean, if you look too deeply, it wasn't all fun. But I'm choosing to remember the fun stuff, I think, with my rose-coloured glasses.
Well, I guess so rose-colored glasses, that's fascinating. Because again, I do question, am I too positive? Am I too
me too.
Like, it's an interesting question. Why do I question that? Am I too? Because I mean, there's all kinds of drama growing up. For sure, there's all different kinds of dramatic experiences, different familial situations, and that we're navigating through all of that. And there's definitely been times I've done a lot of rehashing of that and talking about that, exploring that. I guess but really, in between all that too, there's also the memories of like you were saying, it's so interesting. Like there was so much fun. I did have a lot of fun too. Freedom. I as well had a lot of freedom, which is interesting. This is an interesting question because I feel like I see I'm a little hesitant to go in comparison mode, but I'm going to go into comparison mode anyway. I can't help it. Where I'm like, growing up, I'd run the neighborhood. When I say run the neighborhood, I'm not saying operate the neighborhood. I'm saying
I'm
like,
thinking mafia.
right? No, I'm not like mafia. No, I'm not. No soprano here or anything. But run around. I'm literally just running around, biking around. My parents had no idea where I was, no idea what I was doing, and I knew kids and adults from all over the neighborhood, not just my block. Like you would meet people, I would meet people and just explore, and we'd play games outside all day and all night until dinner or after dinner, running around, and with no cell phone to keep track or tabs, no GPS.
Having adventures, wasn't it?
Let's check the GPS on the phone to see where exactly you are. Type thing. Literally just free. But not even concerned. Like there really wasn't even a concern. It's like, oh, yep, they're just out having fun. But and like the more we're, I don't know. It's just like these things.
Yeah, my dad. The only thing I would worry about when I was out and about is my dad would want us back for dinner at 5, and if I was late, oh my god, then I would hear it. But they had no clue what I'd been up to. We were on our bikes doing adventures. You know, I'd say to my friend the night before, oh, I'll meet you at so and so at whatever time, and she would be there. And like when we'd be doing stuff, cycling miles, I don't know what on earth, we were getting into little adventures, little scrapes, but it was fun. And then we'd be back home for tea. Yeah, fun. It did feel freer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at my kids.
But because like, funny story that I experienced recently. Because again, I'm saying like I knew the entire neighborhood, all the kids. Adults would always have each other's phone numbers. They'd call like, "Hey, your child's over at my house" or whatever.
Yeah.
So the adults would know each other. Kids would know each other. Kids would know the adults. Adults would know the kids. I've lived in the neighborhood I live right now. I moved here probably a year and a half ago now. I still don't know any of my neighbors. Like I know I'll be honest. I've tried. Like I've invited a couple of my neighbors. Like one of my neighbors has children, just like that a little bit. And I'm like, oh, you come to my son's birthday party, and they've come, and it's been nice. But I mean, that's it. It's just the birthday party visit, and that's pretty much it. There's been, and I don't know. My son, we found out recently that we live next to near a young man that my son goes to school with that rides the same school bus, and he didn't even know that he lives a block like a block and a half away from us for a year and a half. Had no idea. And they're into the same things. They're into he's really into Magic the Gathering cards and stuff. And they have all these great conversations on the bus. And my son was telling me, oh yeah, I talked to so and so about this and about his decks and whatnot. So I finally ended up meeting one of the parents because I tried to do a thing where I'm trying to get people at Eli's school. I passed flyers to my son to give them to other kids at school to go to a store that we go to play the games that he likes to play, the card games. And one of the parents came, and we had a conversation for like an hour before we found out we've been living next to each other for a year and a half. And that would have never happened when I was a kid. Like we knew everybody around us. So it's like the more it really is, I mean, the age old or the age new story of like the more we're kind of really in this world of these, and the less we know the people next to us.
Yeah.
The less we really understand, know, communicate with the people. For me, I guess that's my experience.
Yeah, well, I'm the same. We live in a tiny street that we're number 12. There's 12 houses in this road. And I couldn't tell you who lives at number 2. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen them. I might, if I see them, I wouldn't know they were my neighbours. Funny, isn't it? So strange.
It's funny. It is. Is that better? Was that past better than it is today? That's the thing. Like, I don't even like saying that. Was those better times? Because I feel amazing. Like I feel like life is amazing right now. I love
me
my
too.
Life.
And I quite like being, I don't know.
So even to do these fun memories of like, oh, the past, our lives in our past were so awesome. It doesn't correlate necessarily to better than today, I guess is where I'm going. Even though it's hard not to go into, well, this sucks. Like this kind of like is my ball and chain but it doesn't suck. I mean, there's so much about these that doesn't suck too.
I guess if you're wearing the rose-coloured glasses now as well, it's all fantastic, and you're not listening to all the doom and gloom, because I don't listen to any of it. I have no clue what's going on in the world. I mean, you told me about the Pope the other day. I didn't even know things had happened to the Pope. And yeah, like, I guess I'm a bit too positive. Can you be too positive? Well, tell you this. I did a quiz once. They ask you all these questions about, and they tell you about your traits. And my negative trait was I was too positive. And I thought, I don't believe that. But, sorry, my dog is driving me nuts. Go on.
It's awesome. What's up, friends? What's up, friends?
Oh, my goodness.
Your negative trait was that you were too positive.
I was too positive. That's my negative trait. I don't even remember what my positive one was.
That's fascinating that you don't even remember what the positive.
I just remember thinking, that's bullshit. Or is it? But I kind of like my positive view, my where I am. I like it all. Stuff happens to me. I meet these wonderful people like you, and stuff starts like happening, and then I get a house just like given to me where I didn't even know I was going to live. Just so I kind of like living in this this sort of land that I'm living in. Like I did hear Delulu is the solulu once. And I was like, delusional is the solution. Okay. I don't know. It's not delusion though. It's like real. It's happening. Discuss. It's like they say you've got to be a little bit delusional to make things happen, like manifest stuff, even though it seems like you've got no money. You've got to kind of be in the vibration of having money, that sort of thing. I do believe that as well. I don't know. I didn't like the delusional. It doesn't feel delusional. It feels real. Like there's so many in different timelines, as they like to say. We could be the one where we're completely millionaires, and then we might just float into that now and again. That's what I think. I don't know. Sometimes I wake up and I feel like, yeah, I'm a millionaire. I don't know. Do you ever do that?
I'm very tempted to go to the manifestation abundance subject a bit here.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. Hey, they wanna. What's up, friends? What's up, fluffy friends? What's
Come on
up?
then,
What's
Fluffy.
up? That the delusion. It's an interesting word, delusion. Interesting experience, delusion. Because everyone's experience truly is their experience as they live it, as they see it, as they perceive it. Even ones that we may perceive as them being delusional.
Yeah.
Including our
negative and
and but delusion is always used as a very negative.
It is.
You're saying it's a very negative word typically.
It feels
It's
negative, doesn't it?
But who am I to call out someone else's delusion? Too. If someone has what we call a delusion, if I look at that and like, oh man, they're in total la la land. That's perfect for them. I've really come to this point that for me to perceive that they're in total la la land, but they're living their life from that place, and it seems to be from observations that I've had that like it doesn't matter what la la land I may perceive them being in, they still have a place to live. They still have food to eat. They still have people they care for. They're still living the same stories, but just their own version of it, or different. They're not even the same story, but they're living their own like perception. And for me to call it a delusion, who am I to call that a delusion? I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
It's their experience. It's their perception. It's it's others' experience. It's their experience as they experience it.
And it's what they're experiencing. So it's real to them. It doesn't look real. Maybe it doesn't look real to us, but it feels very real. And it's their realness.
The confusing part is, I will say that I've experienced is when someone's experience of what I could say maybe or feel is maybe a delusion, is when what I could perceive as their delusion, I'm a part of, like they perceive me as part of that, and how they perceive my part of their story, when my part of their story is what I perceive as my part of the story that's happening. Because I feel like everyone's experiencing their own story, their own version of what's happening. But like when someone's looking at you, talking to you, and I'm saying talking to me, looking at me, and like wrapping me into their story, and like expecting me to participate as part of that story. But I'm like looking at their version of how they perceive me as part of their story. Like, that's not really, I don't vibe with that. That's not me. I'm not going to be that story. That's an interesting, I think that brings up an interesting challenge of what happens in these different contrasting versions. And it can cause conflict or it can be awesome.
Yeah, because sometimes this is what I've done. I've often agreed with their version to keep peace or whatever, and then that doesn't keep my peace though, because then I'm fighting something else that isn't mine anyway, and I am caught up in it then. So yeah, so there does come a time, well, there has with me, when I can most of the times say hang on, or not even, I don't even have to say no, I can just say it to myself and just say it to myself. I kind of like might nod or something, but unless it's something really bad and I think, no, they need to know if that's not the truth, I'll just like kind of, and then I'll be saying no to myself. I don't know.
I've totally done that. You're showing me, that you're sharing with me, so I'm realizing in myself, I've noticed in myself, I totally have done that, where I've kept the peace, where I've adjusted, I've like played the role for other people. And I've consciously made the choice of, okay, I'm going to play this role for this person because it feels like that's what's going to keep the peace. Because like to contrast that story can end up creating the conflicts that end up becoming, now we got to navigate through the conflict of these contrasting stories of our experiences of what's going on in life. But the more and more what I'm going to share in this context, God, I could go really... I could go hours on this one because of my experience around that, around choosing to play the role of other people's versions of who they think I am or how they feel, because it feels safer to even not create the conflict. Noticing the more I've stepped towards, coming into my own awareness, because I think part of it was like, I'm not really even sure for a good portion of my experience on this planet, on this life so far, I even really knew who I was so far, or knew how to express my genuine, what I am, who I am, how I feel most, I guess, balanced, true to my balance of my expression of myself. It takes time. It takes time to do this, right? So then the more I come to that and the more I step into that, it feels less conflicting to just be who I am. Than it does. It feels even more. Now I'm in this amazing place. There's a lot of walking to get to where I feel right now, where it feels less conflicting to just be how I feel and how I perceive and who I am in this context than to try and navigate through playing the role of what I perceive others. Yeah. It's exhausting playing the role of... Even
if it upsets them, it feels better to you, doesn't it? And it's quite selfish of them to want you to... Not that they're thinking that at all, but to agree with whatever their perception of it is. Yeah.
And there's been walks to walk through as far as if I'm sticking to my, I guess the true to myself concept.
Yeah.
Like, got to be true to my... Uh-oh. I don't know if there's, I don't know if there's licensing stuff.
Oh no, we're in trouble.
But Ziggy Marley. Song credit, Ziggy Marley, True to Myself, one of my favorite songs on earth. But it's just walking that walk and like noticing the guilt that I have felt for being true to myself, the self, like am I being, because the perception of being true to who when I start to notice, being true to myself, even if being true to myself means changing myself multiple times. And like realizing, well, me being true to myself meant this yesterday, but me being true to myself now means this today. That's all right, dude. That's all right. Am I true to myself? Because this is all learning. Every day is a new learning, right? So
definitely.
If my true to myself 4 years ago meant maintaining a role for other people to keep the peace in that space that I was living in with whatever, to make sure the peace was okay. Keep the peace. I'm just going to play this role because that's what feels best to me, right? That was a true to myself. Even though I'm talking about it as I was playing a role for someone else, that really was also, I feel like, an example of me being true to myself because I was still in the learning of that. And
Yeah.
now I'm in this different true to myself place where I'm like, no, I'm not going to play that role anymore. That's not my role. But then experiencing the guilt, am I hurting this? Am I hurting other people? Do I feel guilty for choosing what feels true to me? The self-love navigation of like
Yeah.
really feeling, the more I feel that, like truly just loving who the bleep I freaking am.
Yeah.
And living from that place of really just loving who the hell I am. But the grace and the forgiveness of who I am changing every damn day. Really. I don't know who I am. Ask me who I am. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? What the fuck do I know about who I am?
Yeah. Do you ever remember having a conversation with yourself or to the universe? Because I certainly do remember me. Who am I? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and
Yeah.
notebooks.
Oh yeah,
Notebooks of
I've
journaling
seen them. Yeah.
that I burned. Actually, I burned those. I burned my entire journal vault. That's one of my Instagram videos. Actually, I burned all of my journals because I was a journaler all the way from like middle school, like preteens, well, really like teenage. When I really jumped into like the early teens, all the way through my adulthood, a journaler.
Whoa.
There was a point. That was one of those things. I'm like, I'm going to let go of all this shit. I'm going to let go of this shit and burn it all. Even though I was like kind of had an attachment to it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of explorations of who I am. Who am I? 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 Over and over and over again in those notebooks that all were very valid, but all were constantly, there's definitely different versions of that who I am every darn day. It still feels like it's a new who I am. So now I feel like I'm now in this life space where I'm like, every day is just a new, literally it is one of my versions of the why I love the best day ever concept, because it is the best day ever because this truly is the very first day I've ever lived any of the things I'm living today. Even though, we've this is our third podcast episode, right? Like, okay, so this is the third time we've done this podcast. No, this is the first time. This is the first day we've ever done this ever, and it will be the last day we ever do this. This is. Right? Oh, are you already missing? Are you already in memories mode?
I'm missing this moment already.
That's awesome. So it is the best day ever. So and I feel like that totally applies to the shitty moments where it's like, oh my God, this feels like hell.
Yeah.
Or this is scary as hell. Or this is like, this hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
But like in context of that hurt, as our life here, how amazing and magical is it that you even get to experience and feel that experience of that hurt? And I know that can sound negatively positive, like toxic positivity, perhaps. I heard that phrase recently. Toxic positivity.
I've heard that.
And I know it can sound toxically positive, but the experience of it for me is like, no, because we're multifaceted. We can experience both.
Yeah.
The shit and this is amazing and magical.
Yeah.
This is like hurtful. Oh,
when
but it's magical.
Yeah. When something's happened that is negative, and then you can't see it straight away, but then you do have that sort of, so if that hadn't happened, then I never would have gone down this route, or I never would have broken up with that person, and then I never would have blah, blah, blah. And then also seeing how you coped, and it's brought out a different side of you, and like I don't know, I can't remember who the amazing teacher is, but everything is happening for us, not to us. I just really like that quote. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Oh God, there's ruckus going on downstairs now. I think it's dinner time here.
It's party. It sounds like party time.
Party time.
It's always party time. We interrupt this program for breaking news. Over to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Nathaniel. In today's top story, very scientific research, peer-reviewed by your higher self and funded by pure universal magic, has just been released from the prestigious University of You Have Totally Got This. And the results are in. You are already worthy of love, kindness, and the beautiful life that you desire. No auditions, no checklists. No, just got to get my life together first. Required. According to lead researcher, Dr. I'm a Lightbeam, there is nothing extraordinary you need to do to be worthy. You already are. So whether you're in pyjamas at noon, chasing dreams, or just tracing your coffee, please know your worth isn't up for debate. No, no, no. In fact, it's been officially stamped, sealed and approved by the university's Department of Obvious Truths. And that's your headline for today. Over to you, Nathaniel.
Oh, and thank you, Sarah, for that incredibly worthwhile report. And now for some other news. Residents of wherever the fuck you be are flooding the streets today in support for the Court of Divine Declarations decision that wherever the fuck they are going is exactly where they already are and exactly where they be at all times. There is widespread speculation that this historic decision by the Court of Divine Declarations changes absolutely nothing about all of what already was, already is, and already will be, as all that be always is what be. Back to you, Sarah.
Thank you. Right, we're heading over to the weather. Well, wait one moment. We've got a live reportage from our field reporter, Susie. Are you there, Susie Charlotte?
Oh, hello. Sarah and Nathaniel. This is me, Susie Shitsalot, and I am afraid I've been caught short today. I was just about to interview a lovely resident from the epicenter of fun concerning letting go and just giving it to the universe and the benefits of this. And I got caught short and I had the urgent desire to indeed let go myself. And I can indeed report that it feels amazing. Such a release, so freeing to just let go. So back to you, guys in the studio.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Susie, for that great information on that very important fecal matter.
Meanwhile, within an alternate, multi-dimensional map. So, to
Party on.
Okay.
Party on, Sarah.
Yeah. So I think I need to go soon, Nathaniel.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's shit going on down there. I think I've got to cook. I'm also doing a barbecue tonight.
Oh, best day ever.
Best day
Best day. Best evening ever for you.
Best evening.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Please do comment topics or reach out to us in any way you find us with topic ideas. Please. If you
And
guys could do it in the
share.
comments there. And share. Yes, please.
Share our
Yes.
what the hells we don't know.
Yeah. Anyone paying attention, we love you. Appreciate you. Anyone not paying attention, love you too. It's all good. Anyone who hates us, totally love you too. A big hug.
What was that quote you said earlier about the happenings? You wrote it down.
Oh.
Really good quote.
Well, you said this, wasn't it? The best happenings happen when we don't. The best happenings happen when we don't know. Wait, I missed a word. The best happenings happen when we don't. Oh yeah, the best happenings happen when we don't know what's happening or.
What's happened?
Just happened.
Ah, yes.
The best happenings happen when we don't know what's happening or have just happened.
Group hug.
Peace out. Love y'all.
See you later.
Bye. Have a great evening. Great grilling.
people, they laugh and live a mess. Yes, they say it's crazy, world out there, so let's go out and play miracles. Next we are basically beloved and stranger. Music I and I want. I living purpose and living delusions on superiority. The choice stops him who says when the dreams play on. Said the choice stops him who says when the